What was that?
It was a first-person shooter exclusive for the Wii.
Oh, I don't think I've ever played that before.
It's worth, like, it's nothing amazing, but as a game that shows just how it could work on the Wii, it works well. It controls well. The guns feel pretty good. It's just a bit generic outside of it being a Wii game.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool. There's a lot of cool games like that. I remember I played the shit out of the two Resident Evil games, the two like light gun games that were on there. Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles. They were really fun. And those were ported to the PS3, and you can use the PS3, the PS Move to control the light gun.
Yeah, same thing with the Dead Space on there.
Yeah, which I never got to play that, unfortunately.
Oh, Extraction is good, dude.
Extraction, yeah, because it's basically just like those Resident Evil games, like the light gun games. It's got like the same type of thing, it seems, except it's like
a lot of story.
Yeah.
Well, like it's a prequel to the first game. It shows what happened like prior to the planet crack and like. Like on the on the planet and on Ishimura itself, which you also get some of that with the Dead Space, the first Dead Space movie.
Yeah, I remember that one. I was gonna say because it sounds like it would take place around the same time as that movie.
It pretty much does. There might be characters from the movie in the game. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, Dead Space Extraction is absolutely worth your time. If you like light gun games,
Yeah, because I thought about getting a PS Move just to like go back and play those games properly. Because you can play those light gun games with a controller, but it's really kind of awkward, as you can imagine, using the analog stick to move the cursor.
Yeah, if you have a Wii, pick it up for that. If you don't,
because I think it's still on. I think it's on the PlayStation Store on PS3. Cause I think it was on PS3. I think they ported it.
I was gonna say it got ported and included it with a version of Dead Space 2. I don't remember, like a special edition version of Dead Space 2. That's how I played it.
Yeah. Like, I wish it would I wish it would port games like that to PC or something. Like you can use like the mouse to control it.
Yeah,
Cause I think it still sell well. Yeah, because like House of the Dead Overkill's on PC. That's another game. That's really good. Actually, I think I only played Typing of the Dead or the Typing of the Dead Overkill.
House of the Dead Overkill, like
it's really cool.
it feels
it's
like
funny.
Kind of like what you would get if Quentin Tarantino made House of the Dead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a grindhouse style instead of like the normal like B-movie shit from the older games.
Well, which don't get me wrong,
It's really-
B-movie shit from the older games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, believe me.
Completely self-aware. We know this is stupid, and we're not taking it as
Yeah, that's what.
House of the Dead Overkill is just awesome.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. I love the self-awareness and how they know it's dumb and like. I can't remember what his name was, but the black guy in it was so fucking funny. He was like the.
Every other word was.
He was. Yeah, exactly.
If he was.
He was like Sam Jackson.
If he was
pretty much.
If he was played by a real person, it would be Samuel L. Jackson.
Sam. Yeah, they definitely had him in mind when they made that character. It's amazing. The dialogue's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it's a really good game too. I mean, I think I did actually play I played the typing version of the game, and I also played through the normal one because both games are on Steam. That game's a lot of fun. That'd be fun. I think it's I don't know if it's online co-op, but it's definitely couch co-op. But that'd be a lot of fun to play with somebody.
Yeah, I don't own that, but I
But
wouldn't mind playing through that. You know something else I'd kind of like to play with you someday? Maybe on the channel is Secret of Mana.
oh, that's co-op.
Yeah, that was the big deal when it
Oh
was
wow.
when the original version
Oh
was
really?
released on the Super Nintendo. Was
Because I don't know much about that game honestly. So
yeah, you could play.
I mean, I know what it is, but
Yeah, you could play through that co-op, which was cool. Elite Powered
Wow.
Armor product specifications. One of the Elite Powered Armor's most powerful features is a fail-safe self-repair mechanism designed to allow for minor repairs during combat and major repairs when the machine is in lockdown mode. The pilot will be ejected during the lockdown to prevent injury during the repair sequence. Note, the Elite Powered Armor unit is designed for replica soldiers and Class B or higher exoskeleton pilots only. Used by untrained military personnel, civilians, or children are not recommended or supported by Armor Can. Tell children, get in the fucking robot.
yeah, Shinji, get the fucking robot.
People are dying,
That's-
you selfish asshole. Get in the robot.
That's pretty much what that is. I like how it said not recommended for children using. Yeah, it's like, yeah, of course. But do you even have to say that?
Yeah. Don't put your kid in this thing. Can I get this thing?
This isn't an anime. This isn't Evangelion.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person in the world who didn't care for that.
I never. Oh, I actually no. I didn't see the original series, but I saw the. I saw two of the like the remake / reimagining OVAs that came out like a long time ago. I saw those two. I never saw the actual original series, but I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. But just it seems like the fan base is kind of pretentious with a lot of the stuff
Oh yeah.
in the
they
series.
definitely
It's
are.
very pretentious. Like there's like yeah. Because people really look into, like, it's kind of funny because people look really deep into the shit in Evangelion, but the creator himself just flat out said it, like, for a couple of the things that, like, for example, like when some of the mechs, or some of the, like, the enemy, like, mechs or whatever die, or the enemy, like, what, if the enemies die, like, they turn into, like, this big, like, cross-looking thing, and everyone, for the longest time, was like, oh, it represents this and blah, 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 and represents blah, 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 and then the creator himself's like, oh, they do that because I thought it looked cool, and that's why it's in the anime. And the other reason is because it looked cool to him. It's not for any fucking existential, like, esoteric reason like the fan base kept saying for years.
Yeah.
But shit like that, it's kind of annoying, the fan base is, but... Man, I mean, I need to actually watch the original series, but... It's definitely one of those things where it's kind of... I mean, I hate to say. I mean, I hate to say overrated because I haven't actually seen it, but it just seems like the fan base is one of those things where it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, the fan base can be pretty fucking.
Yeah.
Christ, leave me alone. Now I gotta get out of power armor again, but I like being in the power armor. Boy, it barely fits in here, doesn't it?
Yeah, really.
I have no clue if this is where I'm supposed to go.
Griffin, report.
Somebody smeared Vaseline on the screen. It's all blurry. Okay, so we're getting attacked by Japanese tentacle monsters.
It really is an anime. Jesus.
I remember... Oh, one thing I did mention is... if you only followed me since I became the Doom Dog, this originally was designed... This channel originally was designed around the idea of promoting a podcast. The Press the Action Button podcast, which I still do on occasion. And the website was digital-delirium.com. That website is now gone. Because that website is gone, none of the episodes of the podcast are hosted anywhere online anymore, because I decided to be a dumbass about it way back in the day when we started in 2010. It was that long ago. And I didn't set up an RSS feed. I just uploaded everything to a podcast to the website and told people to go there. So I decided that I wanted to get all the episodes of the podcast back online again. So I set up a YouTube channel that will literally just be an archive of old episodes. If you'd like to go and listen to any of them for any reason at all, I'll leave a link in the description below to the archive. As of me recording this gameplay session, there are 28 episodes on there.
There you are. Let's go.
And
At least it still exists somewhere.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'll set up an RSS feed after after I get them all back up there, and I'll start uploading them and hosting them on Spotify and stuff like that, which again should have done back in 2010, didn't do. But I know how to do that now, so I will.
Yeah.
Here's one problem I have with these scare moments. It blurs the screen like this, and it makes it hard to tell what's going on. The original didn't do this.
No. It was very clear, believe me. It was... I don't know, it just seems like the first one just did everything better, it seems. I mean, except for the only thing it didn't really do well was the environments itself, but...
Yeah, this has less repetitive environments than the first one.
Yeah.
The first one really is a better game. And I think the reason why people go back and look at this and say, oh, this one just sucks, is because as a sequel to the first one, it's a disappointment. As a first-person shooter on its own, it's fine. It's decent. It's not amazing, but it is good.
It's a good game. It's a fun game to play. As it is. I mean, if you don't compare it to the first one, it's a good game. It's a really good game, I would say.
Looks like you could use a ride, Lieutenant.
All right. I don't know how the hell you guys are going to drive these through the streets. I've seen the streets, and they are fucked.
Lieutenant, what the hell is going on here?
Fuck if I know, but we're stuck in the middle of it.
And I'm planning new episodes of the podcast.
So what?
A new one.
I've never seen you shook up like this.
Eric and I want to do
Griffin.
an episode where we talk about the Xbox One, just like in general the Xbox One, because they recently cut off production of that console, so It's officially dead, so we thought we would take a look back at it on an episode of Press the Action Button podcast.
This will go faster if we split up. Keegan, how's that wound? You positive you're up for this?
Yeah, that'd be cool because the Xbox One is like
We're
a
on recon.
has a funny history. It seems.
Oh, dude, they fucked themselves so hard toward the beginning of the generation.
I remember that E3 like it was yesterday. That when they, oh my god, because PS4 wiped the floor with them at that E3 at what
do you remember John
2013?
Matrix's interview that just sealed the deal?
Was that the one where he said like, if you don't have online, then play the Xbox 360 or something?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Everything about Microsoft's thing that year was just just so terrible.
They just shot themselves in the foot over and over and over again. Oh shit,
It's
we
like-
are here.
It just keeps getting better.
Yep, here we go.
Why is he hanging out at an elementary school? Whatever, let's get inside.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, because I think wasn't Microsoft's conference first and then PlayStation's?
Yeah, Microsoft conference.
Because
They
that
were-
was that's why they beat them up so bad. And that's because Microsoft went on first, and then just Sony came on and destroyed the shit out of them.
Yeah, they were like, this
Like,
is how you
afterwards.
share games on PlayStation 4. Want to borrow this game? Sure. That was the end of the
Yeah,
video.
they hands it to
They
them,
won
yep.
it right then and there.
Because oh my god,
And to
Yeah, that was a
Microsoft's credit,
disaster.
They saw the massive backlash and did reverse those policies.
yeah. And also the Kinect was also like a mandatory thing like with the console.
at the beginning, yeah.
I remember,
they eventually
yeah.
dropped that, but
Guess we're
yeah.
not getting in that way.
So it was also more money than the PS4. It wasn't even really marketed as a game console specifically. It was like more like they were advertising it more as like an entertainment like system. It seemed
Yeah,
like they were
made
talking
some
about
of
all the
mistakes that Sony made at the beginning of the PlayStation 3 era.
yeah.
Because you remember, at
'Cause
the
they're
beginning
talking
of the
about, like,
PlayStation
streaming-
3 era, they talked about it being a multimedia machine, not a gaming machine. You remember that?
Keep looking.
Well, yeah, because weren't they pushing the Blu-ray aspect of it?
Yeah, and pushing Blu-ray was kind of smart, but
At the time, oh yeah, because at the time they were still having that format war. I think in 2006, because HD DVD was still a thing.
Keegan, we're heading inside the school.
Well, that was a good decision on their end, but at the time it kind of increased the price a lot
Good. Stay
Yeah.
sharp.
of each system. But it was a good call in the end because by the end of the 360 life cycle, fucking a lot of games were on 2 discs. I remember Wolfenstein was, GTA 5 obviously was.
Final Fantasy 13 was on like
Bluebirds,
3.
Ladybugs.
Yeah, it's like you got to the point where it's like, oh, okay, this wasn't a good, like long-term decision. I mean, at the time, fucking 360 came out in 2005, so it was like, yeah.
Yeah, the amazing thing about the 360 is that it had an obscene failure rate that never seemed to hurt the console.
Yeah, especially those first the first model, yeah, especially.
Yeah.
I'm surprised mine never took a shit, because I have one of the the second model of the original model. Because remember the original one had that chrome like disc tray,
Yeah.
and mine's just white. So for some reason mine never.
Did you get one of the models after they put HDMI on the thing?
Yeah, mine's HDMI. Because then the old ones they were like component cables or
The
something.
original was component cable, which means it was not capable of outputting 1080p at all of the time.
It's only 720.
Yeah.
Or wasn't it like 1080i? Oh, no, not 1080i,
Yeah, it would
but
do 1080i,
oh, it would. Okay.
but it could not do 1080p. We, dear Mr. and Mistress Preston, we are concerned about your son Max's attendance record and progress in class. Max has been absent several times over the last 2 weeks. When he is at school, is not participating in required class activities. Specific issues include refusal to nap at the prescribed time, refusal to eat class snacks, reluctance to be creative during arts and crafts time, Deviant behavior such as attempting to lift girls' skirts and urinating in the cafeteria. Gross.
That's fun.
The principal would like to schedule a conference with you along with the scheduled counselor to discuss options that will encourage Max to behave more appropriately. Please reply by Monday afternoon. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, Janice A. Potts, Executive Administrator and Attendance Records, Wade Elementary, a good place for kids. It reminds me of an episode of My Name is Earl.
Oh yeah.
There was one where he talked about the time that he took a piss on the living room carpet at his parents' house. And
Oh yeah.
and you hear this, and your first thought is he's gonna be like 5, right? When he did this. No, he wasn't 5. And the way they show this was they show his mom and they show a little kid, and you automatically assume that's going to be him, and then it pans over to drunk as shit Earl wandering in and going, "Mom, go to the bathroom." And he just whips it out and starts taking a piss on the carpet. The way they play with your
That's good.
expectations is just funny as hell.
Never mind. I'm good.
Yeah, I missed that show. I mean, I used to watch that show.
Yeah, that show was fucking great.
Because that did
no.
that kind of.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was watching the stream. Yeah, but I was gonna say that kind of blew up. What's his name? I can't remember his name. God damn it. The main character of Earl. My name is Earl.
Basically,
Yeah, that kind of did wonders for his career at the time. Because I mean, obviously prior he was in Mallrats and the Kevin Smith movies and stuff.
yeah, and
That was a
just
big
kinda
show.
disappeared off the radar entirely.
Yeah.
He was involved in Scientology for a while, and apparently he quit being involved in Scientology and then moved to somewhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas, and I don't remember what, small town in the DFW area. And just like became a part of the local community, helping people out apparently.
Wow.
And that's what he's been doing ever since he quit Scientology. Oh shit! I did not mean to hit G. And that's apparently what he's been doing ever since he quit Scientology.
Yeah, so that's always baffled me about Scientology, like the whole appeal, because there's no way that they don't literally believe in what it is. There's no way. It's definitely some other reason that celebrities get into it. Because it seems like only celebrities almost get into it. It's weirdly enough.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do get into it, and like, there's all kinds of people who have talked about how much of a cult it actually is, and shit. And
It's very cult-like, it seems.
yeah, like, go find holy shit, a tube TV.
Ooh, nice. Go CRTs, missed those.
Yeah. Attendance. Mike Anderson, Kelly Branch, Leon Brune, Brian Frank, Marcy Frank, Zoe Hassel, Jennifer Lang, Soo Hyun Lee, BJ Knobs. Max Preston. Hey, I think we just read a thing about him. Marcus Redford.
Jennifer
Takashi
Lang.
Yoshida,
What's the name sound?
Takashi Yoshida. That name sounds familiar.
What? Which one?
Takashi Yoshida.
Yeah, it does sound familiar. Well, a lot of these names do.
I wonder if these are all names of people that worked on the game.
Could be.
There says immediately upon returning to catch up. So okay, it's distinctly possible. There's supposed to be all kinds of like Easter eggs and shit in the school, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Come on, let's keep going.
Bitch, I'm looking around. I think we all had one of these in class at some point.
Oh hell yeah!
The
It
projector.
was always. It seemed like it was always used for just correcting like grammar problems and shit. I remember like we used to like take turns like going up and like we got like a Sharpie or something and we like were like corrected the shit on there. There's no way they still use those. I mean I have no idea, but there's no way they use that shit anymore.
I will not hurt my fellow classmates. I will now hurt my
Yeah.
fellow classmates.
It's like a macabre Bart Simpson thing.
But it
At
looks like
the opening of The
someone
Simpsons.
It looks like someone went through and wrote now later on
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's not faded. Weird.
Watch your step.
You would think at some point in The Simpsons, you know, the series that would actually be on the board at one point in the opening.
Yeah.
And that's got to be on the board at some point.
Boy, I remember seeing all kinds of shit like this in, in school, don't you?
Oh, you just mean the
Education.
or the house in ruins?
Like
Oh,
all the motivational stuff, and
oh yeah,
he always had something like the school mascot and go whatever and art from the kids all over the walls.
yeah, pretty much. I kind of do miss that in a way.
Giant panda, favorite food, bamboo. Go Wildcats, Wildcat pride. Okay, we're back to this. This creepy tree with the...
Seeing more of this.
No?
Beckett, do you read? I don't know what the hell just happened. I must have blacked out for a second. When I looked up, you were gone. I swear there was a door here a minute ago. I'm going to backtrack and look for a way through.
And for some reason, this kind of reminds me of the daycare area in Dead Space 2. Like that's like the same kind of vibe for some reason, like for me anyway.
Oh shit, hi Alma.
Yeah, I never noticed that before. Fear one version. Yeah, because she doesn't look like she doesn't look like that anymore. That's
Some
for
of
sure.
these, yeah, some of these have to be portraits of like. At
Yeah.
least some of these have to be portraits, like cartoon portraits of developers. I mean,
Yeah. Because why wouldn't you do something like that with some in-game thing like this? You know.
although I have to question, did they have squirrels in the office?
Maybe. Who knows?
Brandon.
'Cause that's
and
really
Andy.
specific.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they had a couple furries in the office.
Who knows?
I don't,
Yeah.
vampire.
You never know.
Voice. Graduation ideas.
Oh no, it's Comic Sans.
Everybody.
Of course, it's Comic Sans. It's like the official fucking font of school. It seems elementary school anyway.
Reading is a good thing.
rather look at Wingdings than fucking Comic Sans. Yeah, yeah, that was always fun in like elementary school, like changing that to Wingdings and writing your fucking paper on that Wingdings.
Some kid is a
That's what we
fan
used to
of
do.
giant monster movies.
If somebody is.
Yep. Music room. Okay. Fall Fun Run Monday at 4 p.m. Brass wall chart. Piano. Woodwind. There's dollar bills in it.